รายการนี้เป็นรายการทั่วไปสามารถรับชมได้ทุกวัย
ออกไปเที่ยวเมืองไทยกันไหมขับรถไปด้วยกันท่องไปตามเส้นทางฝันให้มันถึงทุกจุดหมายอยากไปเที่ยวกับเธอได้ไปเจอเพื่อนใหม่ทั้งออกตกเหนือใต้เราจะไปด้วยกันเพราะฉันรักเมืองไทยเราจะไปเที่ยวกัน
สนับสนุนการท่องเที่ยวโดยททท.การท่องเที่ยวแห่งประเทศไทยสนับสนุนการเดินทางโดยปตท.คิดเพื่ออนาคตและทำสิ่งที่ดีที่สุดเพื่อคนไทยฉลาก SCG Green Choice คุณเลือกเพื่อโลกได้
สวัสดีค่ะ Welcome to Travel Documentary Top of Thai. I'm your host Tulip Nak Samphoplao. We are in Pattaya City, and as you can see, we are not on the island, we are not by the beach, but we are at what's said to be one of the most beautiful gardens in the world. We are at Nong Garden. This place covers over 270 hectares piece of land and have like 1,000 species of plants that you can just go around and see. And if you want to take a quick tour here, take 40 minutes to go around. So you can just spend a whole day or more just in this place. There are about 50 zones for you to explore, such as cactus garden, butterfly wings garden, pots garden, and variegated garden, among others. You can also explore their nursery as well. The president of Nong Nut Tropical Garden, Kampon Tansatja, told us that this garden was his mother's idea. She fell in love with the Singapore Botanic Garden and Bogor Botanical Gardens in Indonesia. She felt so inspired. She wanted to create a beautiful garden in Pattaya. In his response, he said this kind of garden should be something operated by the government or a foundation because it will be very hard to be commercially viable. Years later, Kampon's mother decided it was time to let one of her 3 children take over. And Kampon was the one who got that phone call.
Call me in. He said, well, I have 2 sons and 1 daughter. You all in the movie business. So one of you have to be here. I choose you.
Oh.
So I came here with knowing nothing about plant, nothing about garden, and doing something that I don't agree to in the first place.
It wasn't that excited at first, he said. They had very few tourists. He said that led him to travel around the world to see other gardens. He tried to find the best landscape designer and gardener of the time. He found Siddhiporn Thonawanik, who lived in Pattaya. Kampon said Siddhiporn taught him everything he needed to know.
And I chose what is best for the garden. We must have identity. So the big tree is the main issue. I choose palm because we are in the area where we can grow 80% of the palm of the world. That's how Dong Dut Garden started.
Having a strong background in the movie business, he said he had to build what customers want to see. He has to make sure every spot, every corner has something that could excite the audience. It took Kampon over 30 years to get the Nong Nut Garden to the point that he said can have the business. Even then, he still felt constrained by doing what is right according to the teacher. Then he found a book called Gardens for the 21st Century that tells him he can do whatever he wants as long as he does it right and that he doesn't need to follow the pattern. Nong Nut Garden slowly changed into a storyline according to Kampon. It is his way to tell story of the plant to the people. Probably wonder how all these dinosaur statues fit into the story. He said it is his way to attract the next generation and make them familiar with the idea of enjoying the garden.
It's our duty to do garden to make money. That's the first duty. Second duty is to do garden for the young children to love nature and to get them here.
Right.
That is the most difficult part.
He began with a zoo to attract children. Then he started building 100 animal statues of different species. But Nong Nut didn't really appeal to small children like he wished until he began to place dinosaur statues around the park. And it worked. Children loved them. So he built more of them. Kampon believes Nong Nut is possibly one of the biggest dinosaur gardens in the world now, with around 400 species.
So I came up with the idea that why don't we do pocket garden in a big garden. When you walk in, right away you see cactus garden number 1. You see car showroom number 1. Of course, we build this garden here, garden in the sky. It's right here. Then we have butterfly hill. We have culture show, elephant show, everything in the front. Then you get on the bus. It takes you around the whole garden, which is very, very big.
Very big indeed. Like I said earlier, the quick tour will take you at least 40 minutes. If you like to walk, it will take you a whole day or more. And if you come with children that love dinosaurs, I don't think you will get to see everything in one day. For Kampon, the Orchid Garden is an action scene as the first stop. The second stop is the dinosaur park. The third stop is the nursery, which for him is when the movie concludes.
Any part of the scene that is not exciting, I redo it and make a garden along the way.
So that means often enough that you get on a car yourself and take yourself on a tour around Nong Nut
Yes.
Garden just to make sure everything is in order.
Yeah, so they see that.
Right.
So as I do that, then the garden become bigger overnight. I have all the nursery, but nursery have never been shown before.
Kampon said Nong Nut Garden is this big because he is a collector. There are 18,000 species of plants in the garden. He said 5 of them are the biggest collection in the world. We are talking about cactus, palm, bougainvillea, Hoya, and Patagonia.
See, my motto is a little bit more.
Right.
So every day, what have I done today to be a little bit more? So that's why Nong Nut is always a little bit more every day.
Nắmหนักรถมีผลต่อการสิ้นเปลืองน้ำมัน ผู้ประกอบการอาจคิดว่ายิ่งมากเท่าไหร่ก็ยิ่งคุ้มกำไรเท่านั้นแต่ในความเป็นจริงยิ่งบรรทุกหนักมากเท่าไหร่เครื่องยนต์ก็ยิ่งลดน้ำมันมากขึ้นตามไปด้วยแถมยังทำให้เครื่องยนต์และกลไกอื่นๆของรถมีอายุการใช้งานที่สั้นลงจึงขอแนะนำว่าควรบรรทุกแต่พอดีเพียงเท่านี้เพื่อนๆก็จะเป็นส่วนหนึ่งในการใช้พลังงานอย่างคุ้มค่าและประหยัด
Gulf, a multinational group of corporations based in Thailand. Our commitment is to build a strong foundation for the growth of the economy and society. Because quality energy and quality of life are the goals that drive us towards a sustainable future. Powering the future, empowering the people.
หลายคนเข้าใจว่าขับรถที่ความเร็วไม่สูงจะช่วยให้ประหยัดน้ำมันได้แต่ความจริงแล้วการรักษาความเร็วที่คงที่และสม่ำเสมอเป็นปัจจัยหลักที่จะช่วยให้รถเราประหยัดน้ำมันได้รถแต่ละคันประหยัดน้ำมันไม่เท่ากันดังนั้นขับช้าหรือขับเร็วก็กินน้ำมันเหมือนกันเพียงเท่านี้เพื่อนๆก็จะเป็นส่วนหนึ่งในการใช้พลังงานอย่างคุ้มค่าและประหยัด
ออกไปเที่ยวเมืองไทยกันไหมขับรถไปด้วยกันท่องไปตามเส้นทางฝันให้มันถึงทุกจุดหมายอยากไปเที่ยวกับเธอได้ไปเจอเพื่อนใหม่ทั้งออกตกเหนือใต้เราจะไปด้วยกันเพราะฉันรักเมืองไทยเราจะไปเที่ยวกัน
Golf, powering the future, empowering the people.
ฉลาก SCG Green Choice คุณเลือกเพื่อโลกได้
So I slowly transformed Nong Nut into everything that needed. See, for tourism, there are two things that people go. First is nature. Second is sacred place.
Right.
Third is man-made. I don't have anything except man-made. So I man-made everything. So it would be a complete story to bring in the children. That is our direct duty, to bring the children to taught them everything about it.
Because it's changed through times, right? Right now it's covered over 270 hectares and it seems like it's going to be some little thing more here and there every day. So what is your plan for Nong Nut?
Future of Nong Nut. Well, Nong Nut need to make money. We have all kind of facility for event. And also I want it to be a learning place. See, you come here to learn, to see different things. You know, we in Nong Nut too.
Yeah, you have learning center
We
there.
have many things. We have what we call traditional Thai cooking. We have boxing, Thai boxing. We have like Songkran festival, Loi Katong, and anything to do with vegetables, with fertilizer and plant, rock collection. All these things going to be in Nong Nut too. So people, children can come and we give them things to learn. From then on, they can see Nong Nut. then they'll be happy. For people to learn, first they must be happy. If they're happy, then they learn.
True.
But if you force them to come here to learn, they don't want to learn. This is something that I think Nong Nut is be able so far for that. So I am doing everything that I can to make it to be a learning place, to make it for everyone, and then add on a little bit of everything. When I finish this, the children don't want to walk in here. So I put dinosaur here.
Right, I see the dinosaur.
My client tell me what to do.
Right.
I'm not a genius. You know, I said, I always tell people, I say, look, how did I know all this? I don't. I listen to what they want. Most important, listen to what they want. And do what you can to give them what they want as much as you can. So this is my thinking. So I add that to it. See, it's worth a little bit more than what build Nong Nut to be Nong Nut of today. And tomorrow, I said, good. I hope the time will come. You see my promotion, free entrance for the whole country.
Right.
Now the whole country know about Nong Nut. So the country knows about us. This is part of the movie promotion that I'm thinking about. That's why I'm a movie man. I'm an advertising man. I want to show people what we have for them, and then when they come, they enjoy.
Right.
Suon Nong Nut เมืองพัทยาสวยแจ่มจริงนะเที่ยวถิ่นเมืองชนได้ยนต์สุขในดวงใจหมู่มวลมาลัยดอกใบหอมรันจวนแม่ดอกลำดวนเย้ายวนใจปวนไม้งามในสวนล้วนพา
Gulf, a multinational group of corporations based in Thailand. Our commitment is to build a strong foundation for the growth of the economy and society. Because quality energy and quality of life are the goals that drive us towards a sustainable future. Powering the future, empowering the people.
น้ำหนักรถมีผลต่อการสิ้นเปลืองน้ำมันผู้ประกอบการอาจคิดว่ายิ่งมากเท่าไหร่ก็ยิ่งคุ้มกำไรเท่านั้นแต่ในความเป็นจริงยิ่งบรรทุกหนักมากเท่าไหร่เครื่องยนต์ก็ยิ่งทดน้ำมันมากขึ้นตามไปด้วยแถมยังทำให้เครื่องยนต์และกลไกอื่นๆของรถมีอายุการใช้งานที่สั้นลงจึงขอแนะนำว่าควรบรรทุกแต่พอดีเพียงเท่านี้เพื่อนๆก็จะเป็นส่วนหนึ่งในการใช้พลังงานอย่างคุ้มค่าและประหยัด
ออกไปเที่ยวเมืองไทยกันไหมขับรถไปด้วยกันท่องไปตามเส้นทางฝันให้มันถึงทุกจุดหมายอยากไปเที่ยวกับเธอได้ไปเจอเพื่อนใหม่ทั้งออกตกเหนือใต้เราจะไปด้วยกันเพราะฉันรักเมืองไทยเราจะไปเที่ยวกัน
Like many countries, Thailand's economy has been hit hard by the COVID-19 pandemic and causes the decline in household incomes. As a result, many students face a risk of dropping out of education system, especially those who will continue their education in the next level, such as from elementary to secondary levels. PTT Public Company Limited launches PTT Virtual Run under the program called ลมหายใจเพื่อน้อง aiming to offer scholarships for over 150 million baht through the Equitable Education Fund or EEF for children and young people whose families are low income and affected by the COVID-19 crisis. Attapol Rerkpiboon, President and Chief Executive Officer of PTT, speaks at the launch of the Kick-Off PTT Virtual Run, inviting people of all sectors to participate in walking and running to accumulate distances to be converted to scholarships. Every 10 kilometers will be converted to 2,500 baht, the amount enough to take one of the children back to school.
It's เพื่อต่อยอดการศึกษาให้กับน้องๆนะครับครบ10กิโลก็จะช่วยน้องๆได้1คนเพราะนั้น 60,000 คนเนี่ยเป้ารวมก็คือ 600,000 กิโลอยากจะขอเชิญชวนนะฮะทุกคนนะครับร่วมกันจริงๆระหว่างวิ่งมันก็เราก็จะได้สุขภาพของเราด้วยนะฮะแล้วก็ได้ส่งกำลังใจของเราเนี่ยช่วยเหลือน้องๆด้วยนะครับวัตถุประสงค์เป็นความตั้งใจจริงปตท.นะที่ส่วนร่วมในการช่วยกันในเรื่องของระบบการศึกษาต่อยอดต่อลมหายใจการศึกษาให้กับน้องๆนะครับ
And this is one of many good projects that PTT created to help children.